who sang more than 25,000 songs. Which legendary singer won a national award with her very first Bollywood song? Who dominated Bollywood for over 6 decades? And who deserves to be called the greatest female playback singer of all time? Today we'll find out. Every Bollywood fan remembers a favorite heroine. But behind every unforgettable performance that your favorite actress has delivered was another artist we rarely saw. The voice that made those moments timeless. These women didn't just sing songs, they gave emotions a voice. They made us believe in love, loss, hope, devotion, celebration, and heartbreak. Today, we celebrate those extraordinary artists as we begin our countdown of the top 10 greatest Bollywood female playback singers of all time. For each singer, we'll cover how they got their start, the highs and lows that shaped their careers, their Filmfare and National Film Awards, their civilian honors, and their five defining songs. Every legendary voice has an extraordinary story, and we do not want to rush through. So, we have divided this journey into two parts. In today's episode, we'll reveal singers ranked from number 10 to number 6. But before we begin, we would love to hear from you. Who is your favorite singer? Who do you think will make it into top 10? Tell us in comments before our countdown starts and let us see if your choice matches ours. So, let the music begin. Number 10, Suraiya. Suraiya's story is unlike anyone else's on this list because, in the strictest sense, she wasn't really a playback singer at all. Born in 1929, she debuted as a child artist in 1937 and, at just 12 years old, stood on a stool to reach the microphone and record Panchija for the film Sharda in 1942. As she grew into stardom, she did something almost no one else in the industry ever did. Once she became a leading actress, she sang only for herself on screen, acting and voice one and the same person. That made her, for a stretch of 1940s and early 50s, the single biggest and highest paid singing star in India, in some cases earning more than her female co-stars. Her real life had its own drama to match the movies. She fell in love with young Dev Anand, but their relationship was blocked by her grandmother over religious differences. And she never married. Her career had a genuine high point with Mirza Ghalib in 1954. Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru was reportedly so moved by her performance that he told her she had brought Ghalib's soul back to life. But her hybrid actress singer model was already becoming obsolete. As the industry increasingly separated acting from singing, building the true playback system this whole list is named for, Suraiya's approach fell out of step with the times. She retired from the films after 1963's Rustam Sohrab and spent next 4 decades largely as a recluse in Bombay, never marrying until her death in 2004. Because Suraiya operated as an actress singer in an era before playback singing was formally separated and awarded as its own category, she was never in contention for a Filmfare or National Award in this category. Her legacy rests on box office dominance and cultural memory rather than trophies. Her five defining songs are Manaleta Hai Angadai from the movie Anmol Ghadi 1942, वो पास रहे या दूर रहे from the movie बड़ी बहन 1948, तू मेरा चांद मैं तेरी चांदनी from the movie दिल लगी 1949, नुक्ता ची है गमे दिल from the movie मिर्जा गालिब in 1954, and ये कैसी अजब दास्तां हो गई है from the movie रुस्तम सोहराब in 1963. Number 9, Sunidhi Chauhan. Sunidhi Chauhan started performing at local gatherings at just 4 years old, and at 13 won a television singing competition called Meri Awaaz Suno on Doordarshan in 1996. The same year, she made her film debut with Shastra, becoming one of the Bollywood's youngest working playback singers. Her real breakthrough came 3 years later with Ruki Ruki Si Zindagi from movie Mast in 1999, which announced a voice unlike anything else in the industry at that time. Raw, powerful, and completely unafraid of range. Over the following 2 decades, she became Bollywood's go to voice for high energy, genre defining tracks. Everything from sultry item numbers like Sheila Ki Jawani to raw gritty numbers like BD from Omkara. But here is a fact worth mentioning. Despite nearly 3 decades at the top of the industry, Sunidhi Chauhan has so far never received a Padma Award from Government of India. One of the specific names Sonu Nigam called out in 2025. She has won 3 Filmfare Awards for Best Female Playback Singers from a much larger pool of nominations. No National Film Award or civilian honor to date. Her 5 defining songs are Ruki Ruki Si Zindagi from the movie Mast, Bidi Jalaile from the movie Omkara, Sheila Ki Jawani from the movie Tees Maar Khan, Dhoom Machale from the movie Dhoom, and Mere Haath Mein Tera Haath Hai from the movie Fana. Number 8. Anuradha Paudwal. Anuradha Paudwal made her debut in 1973 reciting a Sanskrit shloka in the movie Abhiman composed by S.T. Burman. A quite, almost academic start for someone who would go on to define an entire musical era. Her defining partnership came in mid-1980s when she teamed up with music mogul Gulshan Kumar and his label T-Series. Together they built something extraordinary. Not just her own stardom, but a launchpad for a whole generation of new talent, including Kumar Sanu and Udit Narayan, who both appear on our Male Singers Countdown. At her absolute peak, following the massive success of Ashiki in 1990, the legendary composer O.P. Nayyar made a stunning public declaration. Lata is finished, Anuradha has replaced her. That's how dominant she was. But the dominance came with a catch. She had committed to singing exclusively for T series, and when major composers like Nadeem Shravan and Anu Malik eventually had a falling out with Gulshan Kumar, they simply took their biggest songs elsewhere. Largely to a rising singer named Alka Yagnik, who we'll get to later in this series. By the mid 1990s, Anuradha Paudwal's box office dominance had passed to her rival, and she gradually shifted her focus towards devotional bhajan music, where she remains a major figure to this day. Her life outside music has had real tragedy too. Her husband died in 1990s. She survived a helicopter crash in 2002 and in 22 lost her son Aditya, also a singer, to kidney failure. She has received 4 Filmfare Awards, including 3 consecutive wins from 1990 to 1992. She has also won a national award. In 2017, she received Padma Shri from Government of India. Her 5 defining songs are "तू मेरा जानू है" from the movie Hero, "दिल है कि मानता नहीं" from the movie "दिल है कि मानता नहीं", "नजर के सामने" from the movie आशिकी, "धक धक करने लगा" from the movie बेटा, and "बहुत प्यार करते हैं" from the movie साजन. Number 9. Kavita Krishnamurthy. Kavita Krishnamurthy's earliest brush with greatness came almost by chance. While still a college student in Mumbai, she got the opportunity to record a duet for the Bengali film Shriman Prithviraj alongside none other than Lata Mangeshkar, under the direction of legendary composer Hemant Kumar. From there, though, her rise was anything but instant. For years, she worked largely as uncredited or background voice. She did got the opportunity to sing some songs like Kahe Ko Byahi in 1980 film Pang Bharo Sajna, but most of her songs were dubbed by other prominent singers of that time. Her real turning point came with Tumse Milkar Na Jaane Kyun from the movie Pyar Chukta Nahi in 1995 and Hawa Hawai from Mr. India in 1986, a song so distinctive it is still instantly recognizable today. But a defining moment came with composer R.D. Burman's 1942 A Love Story in 1994, particularly the aching song Pyar Hua Chupke Se, a song that cemented her as one of the era's most emotionally precise voices. She has won 4 Filmfare Awards for Best Female Playback Singer, one in 3 consecutive years from 1994 to 1996. In 2005, she received the Padma Shri from Government of India. Her 5 defining songs are Hawa Hawai from the movie Mr. India, Pyar Hua Chupke Se from the movie 1942 A Love Story, Tumse Milkar Na Jaane Kyun from the movie Pyar Chukta Nahi, Aaj Main Upar from the movie Khamoshi the Musical, and Mar Dala from the movie Devdas. Now we move to number 6 spot and we find here Shamshad Begum. Here is a fact that sounds almost impossible today. For most of her career, Shamshad Begum's voice was one of the most recognized sounds in India. And almost nobody knew what she looked like. She was so self conscious about her appearance and by choice avoided being photographed for decades. Meaning, audiences who could hum every note of her song had genuinely no idea how she looked like. Born in 1919 in Amritsar, she made her radio debut in Lahore in December 1937 and was discovered and mentored by composer Ghulam Haidar, who shaped much of her early career and contracts. She became one of the true pioneers of Hindi film playback singing itself. Her rich, powerful voice was distinct from the delicate style that would later come to dominate, and she worked extensively with Naushad and O.P. Nayyar across more than 6,000 recorded songs. Her career had a genuine low point too. When her mentor Ghulam Haider passed away, she reportedly became listless and lost some of her drive for a period. And despite decades of pioneering work, formal government recognition took an extraordinary long time to arrive. She finally received her civilian honor at the age of 90, just 4 years before her death. Her peak years predate the Filmfare and National Film Award for playback categories, so she was never nominated for either. In 2009, at the age of 90, she received the Padma Bhushan, India's third highest civilian honor. Her 5 defining songs are Kajra Mohabbat Wala from the movie Kismat, Kabhi Aar Kabhi Paar from the movie Aar Paar, Mere Piya Gaye Rangoon from the movie Patanga, Leke Pehla Pehla Pyar from the movie CID, and Saiya Dil Mein Aana Re from the movie Bahar. Today we have celebrated 5 extraordinary women whose music has comforted us, inspired us, and became part of our lives. Yet, this is the only beginning of our journey. In part 2, we'll meet the legends whose voices didn't just define an era, they became the very identity of Bollywood music. If this video brought back wonderful memories, please give it a like. Share it with fellow music lovers and subscribe to Talks. Also, don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Every subscription encourages us to bring you more stories celebrating the rich heritage of Indian cinema. If you want us to cover any topic of your choice for the next top 10 video, please let us know in comments. Before you leave, we would love to hear your thoughts. Who do you believe deserves a place in top 5? And who in your opinion should be crowned the greatest Bollywood female playback singer of all time? Share your top 10 in comments before watching part 2 and then come back to see how closely our choices match. So please wait patiently for part 2. Until then, keep the music playing and we'll meet again in part 2. Who are the top 10 Bollywood actresses of all time? If you want to know, please watch this video. If you want to know who are the top 10 music directors, please go to this video of mine. I have put the link of these videos in description.